The shadow outside Amara's window moved again, a quick flash of silver like a blade catching the moonlight. Her breath caught in her throat. Someone was spying on her. She flattened herself against the cold stone wall, trying to make her breathing silent, to become invisible. The sound of soft footsteps circled her chamber, the crunch of gravel on the garden path just outside. Then they faded into the rustling of the palm leaves. She waited, her heart hammering against her ribs. For what felt like an eternity but was likely only a minute, slowly, cautiously, she crept to the window and peeked through a sliver in the heavy curtain. Nothing. There was only the gentle sway of the palm trees in the night breeze. But the feeling of being watched lingered, a cold knot tightening in her stomach. One thing was terrifyingly clear: someone in this gilded cage, this palace of secrets, wanted her gone. As the first rays of dawn painted the sky in shades of rose and gold, the palace erupted into controlled chaos. The royal guards began their search. Their methodical footsteps echoed through the halls, a relentless drumbeat growing louder. They swept through every room, every corridor, and checked every hidden door. From her chamber, Amara could hear them getting closer. Their voices sharp and serious. Her hands shook uncontrollably. If they find me, she thought, a wave of panic washing over her, they'll think I'm in league with the thief. They'll think I'm a spy, a traitor. Her mind raced. She had to get out, but where could she go? She scrambled to pack her few belongings, her movements frantic and clumsy. A simple dress, a comb, the small pouch of coins the king had given her. It wasn't much, but it was everything she had. As she reached for a shawl, a whisper from behind the curtain made her freeze, her blood turning to ice. "Don't move." Her heart nearly stopped. She spun around to see Akua go, the chief maid, her face a mask of grim urgency. She had appeared as silently as a ghost. "You shouldn't be here," Akua said, her voice a low, urgent murmur. She didn't need to elaborate. The danger was palpable, hanging heavy in the air. The queen is already 2 steps ahead of everyone. She sent that thief, that boy Obina, to draw attention to you, to create a reason to search your quarters. Amara's mind struggled to process the information. Frown creased her brow. So the queen, she knows I'm here, she knows about us. But she's clever. She needs undeniable proof before she can strike. Something that will turn the court and the king against you completely. Leave the palace. Outside its walls, she was nobody, with nothing. If you value your life, Akua said, her tone leaving no room for argument. The queen will not be merciful. Before Amara could ask another question, the sound of heavy footsteps echoed in the corridor, closer than ever. With one last, meaningful look, Akua slipped away as silently as she had arrived, melding back into the shadows of the palace. Seconds later, a knock sounded on the door. 3 quick, distinct taps. It was the king's pattern, a secret signal between them. With a trembling hand, Amara opened the door. The king swept in, his royal robe unfastened and askew, his face tense with strain. He looked not like a ruler, but like a man trapped. "They're searching for you," he said, his voice a strained whisper. He didn't waste time with pleasantries. Obina was planted by the queen. It was all a setup. She's trying to expose us both, to ruin me and to get rid of you. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced through Amara. "What do we do, Your Majesty?" "Where can I go? You disappear," he said, his gaze firm. "Just for a while. I have a place. A safe place. I'll handle the rest here. I'll misdirect them, keep them occupied." He reached into his robe and pressed a folded piece of heavy cloth into her hand. She opened it to find a royal emblem, a small, intricately carved lion's crest, cast in solid gold. It felt heavy, a weight of both protection and peril. "Show this to no one," the king commanded, his voice low and intense. "No one except the man who guards the old river gate. His name is Jabari. He is loyal to me. He'll know what it means. He will take you to safety." Amara's throat tightened, a lump forming that she couldn't swallow. This felt like goodbye. And you? What will happen to you? I'll keep them looking in the wrong direction, he repeated, a flicker of his usual authority returning to his eyes. The queen wants a war of shadows. I will give her one. Their eyes met, and in that silent, heavy moment, 1,000 unsaid words passed between them. Words of fear, of regret, and of a connection that had put them both in mortal danger. Go before the sun sets, he whispered, his voice softening for just a second. Be swift, and be silent. She could only nod, the tears she'd been holding back now threatening to fall. As the king turned to leave, his back straight and determined, Amara's eyes caught something on the sleeve of his robe. A dark, crimson-marked blood. Your Majesty, she called out, her voice barely a whisper. You're hurt. He paused at the doorway, his hand on the frame, but he didn't turn around. Power always leaves a wound, Amara, he said, his voice distant and weary. Now go. And then he was gone, leaving her alone with the golden lion, the weight of his words, and the terrifying promise of escape. The sun is beginning its descent, and Amara's time is running out. Will she make it to the river gate? What dangers lie outside the palace walls? The next part of our story, Escape Through the River Gate, is coming soon. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. Your support means the world. If you're captivated by Amara's journey and want to know what happens next, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single moment of the story. We'll see you in the next one.